obviously I know I can go out there and help, but I didn't want to hurt myself even more trying to go out there and be a superhero, just to be out there. But I'm glad that I was able to get some time to work on my body, and the training staff did a great job of working with me every day. And now I'm here and just see where I'm at after this game and just keep building from here.
The Nets are sure happy to get KD back, as they've gone 5-16 and gone from 2nd to 8th in the East in his absence. That's a 5-16 record, is the 3rd worst in the league, only ahead of Stephen A's Knicks and the Rockets. Big Perk is back. Perk, riddle me this. Is there more pressure now on KD, or is it part-time Kyrie? We're hoping he'll become full-time to win a title this season.
Oh, the pressure is all the way on Kevin Durant, for the simple fact that, one, he's dealing with Kyrie, and he's staying by Kyrie all the time through everything that he does. Matter of fact, he's standing with Kyrie so much that they lost James Harden because of Kyrie Irving. So here's the thing when I look at KD. We have to start keeping the same energy that we do for LeBron James for Kevin Durant, because he plays a major role in the pieces that he has around him in Brooklyn, or to say so. To trade for James Harden and give up Karis LeVert and Jared Allen and whatever else they gave up, those picks to the Houston Rockets to get James Harden. Now to make the decision to trade James Harden and really decide between James Harden and to keep Kyrie Irving, we have to put that ownership on KD. And then last but not least, Stephen A., you brought up this point a while back about him leaving Golden State to go team up with Kyrie. Yes, the pressure is on Kevin Durant. The pressure is on Kevin Durant to deliver a title, because no matter how people may feel about it, whether it's right or wrong, and I'm not degrading anyone's championship, because whether you're on the super team or not, it is hard to win a championship. But he's always going to be said with his legacy for us, him winning that championship, is that he had to go join the team that beat him, that he had up 3-1, a 73-9 Warriors team.
This is one of those debates that we have, Kendrick Perkins, where I totally disagree with you without disagreeing with a single thing that you said. I have no problem with your information. We just draw the wrong conclusion about where the accountability lies. When we look at Kevin Durant, I've been on the record stating that if you don't win this year and Steph Curry does, you'll be viewed as the dude who left Steph Curry to join Kyrie Irving. So obviously, his mama didn't like that. My apologies. I don't want to upset Mama Durant at all. I never like to upset her.
I didn't make Mama Durant mad, too.
I don't want to do that. I just don't want to do that. I love her to death.
Me too.
Okay? You got Kevin Durant. I think he's the best in the world when healthy. It is what it is. But with this particular situation, for me, it's Kyrie Irving. Let's count the ways. Kevin Durant, regardless of what the hell he says, they won't go into New York. You and I know that. Everybody know that. Kyrie, let's go to Brooklyn, make our own legacy. They go to Brooklyn. Kyrie only played 20 games the first year that KD was there, because KD obviously couldn't play at all, and Kyrie ultimately was down after 20 games. Kyrie is out. Then the pandemic hits. Then obviously they go through what they go through there and all of that stuff with the bubble and everything else, him encouraging people not to play in the bubble, all of this other stuff, all these headlines and everything else. Come back next season, all right? You go through next season, you get in the playoffs, you get hurt, all right? James Harden obviously got hurt with his hamstring as well. But when you were healthy and on the court with KD, y'all could have beat Milwaukee. We all assumed you were going to beat Milwaukee. Then we fast forward to this year. James Harden's there. Kevin Durant's there. You don't want to get vaccinated. As a result, the mandate comes down. We all think it's bogus that visitors should be allowed to play in the Barclays Center, but a guy for the home team like Kyrie Irving can't play at the Barclays Center. But the rule is the rule, the law is the law, and it is what it is, even though we think it's wrong. Everybody capitulated but Kyrie Irving in Brooklyn, and so you did it without Kevin. You went. You didn't do it. That left Kevin Durant hanging. That left James Harden hanging, et cetera, et cetera. Now here we are now. Y'all just made this move. You wasn't getting along with James Harden. He gets moved out of there. You there now in Brooklyn, okay? We know what Ben Simmons can do if he's on the court in terms of playmaking and defensive playability. We know what Seth Curry's job is. We know what Andre Drummond's job is.
Right.
And we fantasize about what all of those pieces can be with KD and Kyrie. The only reason KD was out is because KD's injured. If he ain't injured, KD playing all day, every day.
Right.
That's what he does. Kyrie, you never know. Got to sit in that tunnel, see that team bus roll up, and pray that he'll come out of it ready to ball. Because it's really that haphazard. When you see Milwaukee, Miami, Philadelphia, Chicago, and all of that going on, it comes down to Kyrie's availability. Period.
But
That's on him.
that's why the pressure is on KD. Because he know who Kyrie is.
And
A
he
person-
chose to rock with him? You mean that kind
Yeah,
of
like
thing?
he's rocking with him.
Yeah.
We all know, right?
All right.
Me and you both know that even when you talk about the coaching, that when before they hired their coach, we know that Ty Lue could have possibly ended up in
That's
Brooklyn.
right. Listen, you going someplace. That's how you going someplace right
But
there.
we know why Ty Lue didn't end up in Brooklyn, right? Me and you both know that.
Yes.
Okay, so my thing is why is Kevin Durant defending Kyrie Irving so much? So since he have his brother back so much, the pressure is on you.
Hold on, listen. I'm not trying to absolve Kevin Durant at all. What I'm saying to you is that in the end, the inescapable element, that's the elephant in the room, is what you gonna do, Kyrie? What you gonna do? You gonna be there for your brother? You ready to do this? You ready to do what you convinced this brother to join your brother? Because we have to remind everybody, Kyrie has always been a showstopper. He's
Right.
always been a spectacular player. The Brooklyn Nets didn't want Kyrie Irving. They wanted KD. They took Kyrie Irving because Kevin Durant had made it very, very clear that he and Kyrie were package deals before he arrived in Brooklyn. So the bottom line is that if you know all of that, I'm not saying you're wrong about what you're saying with KD. What I'm saying is, when do we look at Kyrie and say, all right, bro, this is about you and what you're willing to do and what decision you're willing to make for someone other than yourself?
What do you mean decision? Like get the vaccination right now?
No, I'm just saying, one way or another, Molly, he's got to make sure that he is available 100% of the times, whatever it takes.
Molly, Stephen A., I got a question to ask y'all. If the Brooklyn Nets don't deliver a championship or at least make it to the finals, who's going to get the blame?
Wait. Is he playing full-time or part-time, though?
If he's playing full-time.
Okay.
If the Brooklyn
Oh,
Nets...
that's true. That's KD, no doubt. But what I'm saying to you is this. If he doesn't and they fall in the playoffs, everybody's going to be talking, Kyrie wasn't available.
Everybody's going to be talking, KD chose Kyrie over James.
Harden.
Okay, over Harden.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
got
he
you. I
could.
wasn't
He
thinking about
was
Harden.
gonna-
I wasn't thinking about
He
Harden.
could've.
I got you. I understand.
Because-
But where that gets shaky, Molly,
Why?
and Perk, is this. We all knew, we always have known, Harden always wanted to be in Philadelphia the second that Daryl Morey arrived there. He just couldn't get there because Fertitta and those boys were not going to trade him to Daryl Morey after Daryl Morey abruptly left the Rockets organization. That's why Brooklyn was another option. He wasn't getting to Philly he wasn't getting to Philly directly from Houston because they were not going to do that.
But Brooklyn wasn't what he signed up for. And if
I agree with that.
Brooklyn was, and if they were truly a big three and we didn't see them play 16 times together in 2 years,
right.
maybe he would have changed his tune and been
Maybe.
like, hey, Philly was my number one choice.
But he always wanted to be with Daryl Morey.
Now I have a chance
Right.
to have a real legacy in
Right.
Brooklyn.
No, but he had a change of heart. And this is why I counted you at. James Harden had to change of heart.
With what?
Where?
But because when he got to Brooklyn, remember,
Yeah.
this offseason,
Yeah.
it was supposed to go Kevin Durant signed, Kyrie, and then James. All of a sudden, Kyrie threw a wrench in everything, and James said, I wanted to test the water.
Time out. With Kyrie and all of that stuff is going on, the Brooklyn Nets weren't trying to give him no damn extension.
No, but I know, but that was before the fact. But in the summertime, the plan was to have all three of those guys signed
that was the
before
plan.
the season
That
started.
absolutely was
So
the plan.
that meant,
No, you're right.
So that meant that James Harden was committed.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, we here.
Well, they say he was committed. Others say he really wasn't.
Hey, guess
You know
what?
that.
Guess who has the Eastern Conference Finals? We do. And they are going to be something
Philly and
special.
Brooklyn would be special, but I prefer one of those teams be South Beach. Miami.
I'm
Oh
happy
my
anyway.
God! Just go to South Beach on the weekends.
I'm
Okay,
happy
you just want
anyway
the best
because
basketball.
the East is finally better than the West.
I ain't
Hey,
gonna
can I
debate
tell
that.
you a secret?
Better basketball.
In June, weather's good everywhere. Go to the Jersey Shore, okay? It's not bad.
South Beach is
All
South
right,
Beach.
despite beating
South
Stephen
Beach.
A's
You just get that
favorite
everywhere.
quarterback, Jimmy G is on